Yo, so welcome to your stream, subscribe, thank you for watching us, and today we're back on PvZBFN. Now, we're actually trying this on the right day for a change, instead of the other day where I got the dates wrong, because I'm in the habit of, you know, getting a key, start of the week, end of the week, or middle of the week, but you know, meh. All that stuff aside, mine idiot in Super Friends has always had 175 HP. Or has he gained 25 HP? No, I don't know. But yeah, this time we're going to be doing... What are the zombies? So, without further ado, we'll be doing his. Oh god, that's a mission again. Vanquishing heroes after using anchors away. Having that, but yeah, this time we're gonna be ooh. No, I think we're going to have missions, therefore we should go into normal turf. Or the boss turf takeover later in the week. But yeah, we streamed on Monday on this game. Because I got dates wrong, simply. I thought it was Monday we got a key, no it was Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, we got the key, we've unlocked the Dead Bear challenges. We're not doing them first, because we're on the wrong map. Hell yes. I'll carry on with nightcap challenges then. But yeah, I've kind of been enjoying Ni no Kuni a bit lately, which is one of the reasons for kind of a lack of streams in this game, if you want to say. Because that game's one of them that I can feel like, you know, just sit down, relax. And it's like I did today, you know. I sat down for about 3.5 hours, just relaxed today. Well, you know, for about 3 hours in the stream. And relaxed. I've never seen such a big wimp of a wizard. I should actually be targeting, maybe going for the support heroes, but speak of the devils. I'm on a 4. But yeah, it's just one of them recently where it's like, with Ni no Kuni being a game where I can literally just, you know, load it up, stream it for 2 hours, and then it kind of frees up like 2 hours of my day. Or I'd say frees up 2 hours of my day, it takes up 2 hours of my day. Which at the minute with the current situation in the world is kind of good, because, you know, not going out every day is good. I'm saying that purely for exercise and stuff. Which surprisingly, although they've been saying, you know, basically don't go out unless it's like exercise or something, I've actually gone out more on my bike than I would have. Only because, to be honest with you, they said one form of exercise a day, so it was like an excuse to dig the bike out. Or find me bike, because I had no idea where it was. So yeah, funnily enough, I've gone out more than I have in about the past, you know, more like exercise and stuff I have in about the past 6 months. It's like any reason. I guess it's just one of them of found stuff to do. It's like, it's just how it's gone. If that's how you want to put it. And then all of a sudden the sudden realization of basically being limited to being indoors, like for as much of the time as you can. It's kind of just hit the sudden realization of, I spend way too many hours indoors, like a week. No, because like it was alright with school, because it was like, I was still getting out and all that stuff, and because I got to school stupidly early in the morning, I could go on a walk or something, which I did do some days. And then it's kind of the sudden realization of not doing that. It's like, damn, what do I do? What do I do, like, with the rest of the day? I say that because it's like 9 o'clock and I'm waking up some days. Honestly, to be honest with you, ever since I ended school like 3 weeks ago, my sleep schedule has kind of ironically just stopped existing. Because it's one of them of, they've basically just said, do whatever you've been set. It's like, and as well because of me being in the final year anyway, they've not really been bothered setting any. I know it's like, GCSEs and all that, and they're going off of the work teachers have, so maybe, they should still be setting work and all that. But yeah, as it turns out, my teachers just genuinely haven't been. Which, I mean, I won't argue with. Better for managing all the, like, everything. But, grade-wise, it ain't good. I mean, I still have to do some work for some subjects, obviously. Which I've got to kind of get back into the habit of doing. But damn it, I only hit one of them. I've seen the other. It's around here. I've lost it. I lost that imp then for a second. I should have just gone up to it and pressed, R1. Not R1. Triangle. Did we actually win that? Hell yeah. Got it. Yeah, it's weird. I've kind of found myself going out a bit more, like now this whole lockdown thing's come in, because before it was one of them, it was like I'd go out but not often, like once or twice a fortnight or 2 weeks or something. Yeah, it just wasn't often. I want plants. No. 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 Refuse to take it. No. No. Not taking it. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's not enough play. So there is enough players on the other team, sorry. So you're basically lying to me, game. Easy, I'll just back out then. Need to promote Nightcap. But I'm not playing Preserve Pasties. Preserve Pasties on plants. Dislike playing that map on plants. I dislike playing any gardens and graveyard. I dislike playing defense in this game. There are games where I'll happily play defense. This game ain't one. Click everything, so reduce damage when invisible. And fast movement speed during second air jump. It's not really useful though. Yeah. I was just one of them today where it's been like, it's been weird today because I spent like, because I'm used to doing like 2 hours of Ni no Kuni, 2. It's weird. I did 3 and it's kind of just gone. See your time. You know, purely because we got, you know, up to like chapter 9, so the final chapter, and then, which actually didn't take too long. I'm surprised how short chapters 7 and 8 were in total. Chapter 7 just felt like it was too short. I think if you actually put them in length order, chapter 7 is one of the shortest, if not shorter than chapter 8. But they were both short ones. I know if you go off my playtime, it says I spent ages on it, but that's because I grinded in chapter 8 as well. Oh, and preserve Pasties attack. I know I don't like doing it, but Deadbeard is like one of, if not my favourite character. Mate, what is their tactic? Sit at the back of their base and just hold R2. Right, as if there's too many players on the opposing team. There's one slot on each team. So in other words, no, there isn't enough players on the opposing team. Or too many players on the opposing team. Not happening. Is this just a thing happening with this game at the minute? Because there was not too many players on the opposing team then. But now I've got to wait till there's enough splits open. Nope, that's the wrong team. Flex with your... oh my god. I don't want to play defense. Oh my, there is seriously not enough. Someone stole it. I'm gonna sit on this screen until that spot opens up. Fine, I'll actually play those. They get kicked for being AFK. Wow. No, damn it. I'm just leaving this lobby. I just want to play offense. I don't want to play defense. They're actually just... I'm leaving the lobby. I'm just texting this from one WhatsApp group I'm in. We're basically just sat here mildly somehow offending each other. It's basically like any other night at the minute. Obviously it's all in fun. Damn it. Hey. One thing I really want to watch on Netflix, that new Big Show thing. The new, was it the Big Show or something? The amount I wanted to watch it, on April 6th when it came out, so Monday, it wouldn't appear on Netflix. So I put it into Google, found it on there, and then it took me to a Netflix link, and then I had to add it to my list just to watch it. I still haven't watched it. Yeah. That's how much I want to watch it, and I have yet to get around to watching it. I know. I'm good. Real good. I realize I sound like a squeaky door and bone. You don't care. I'm playing Rose. One thing I will definitely say about Rose in this game, she's not Garden Warfare 2 Rose. I mean, her damage is up there for being amazing. It's just the character. Just I see them back there and do not want to be a victim. And the homing ain't Garden Warfare 2 level homing either. Which I guess is kind of a given, that the homing ain't going to be Garden Warfare 2 level. But I guess you can't have higher expectations. Especially when Garden Warfare 2's been out for like, what, 4 years at this point, and this game's been out for about 6 months, 7 months. I think that's the point that some people as well kind of like fall with this game. It's like, because I know some people just kind of don't kind of appreciate the factor of this game. Kind of was hit hard anyway in the early stages of it being out because of how Nightcap and Super Brains worked, with them two pretty much being the undisputed best characters in this game. Yeah. So they kind of worked like that for a bit, and then you had the whole thing of, you know, this game lost a lot of interest from people, and it's like 3rd and 4th week of being in Founders. So, was this game hit hard? Yeah, pretty hard. Would I say as much as Garden Warfare 2 back in 2017? Probably not. Because if you don't remember what happened on that year, they kind of said nothing about that game. I'm pretty sure we got, like, monthly character balances, but we got nothing else. We got monthly character balances and that was it. Well, no news or anything else on the game apart from the monthly character balancing, which I guess was another good thing, but it definitely got to the point where it was like, even that didn't feel like enough. Because they did basically murder that game in 2017. Like, if you had to name a Dark Age for Garden Warfare 2, it was easy 2017. Like, 2018, and it got some love. You know, like, it got some love, like, in, like, quite a few of its years. Not saying that, you know, Garden Warfare 2 is dead now, right? But it definitely got as much life as it used to have. I don't think, personally. I mean, granted, I only go on it like once every 2-3 weeks for, you know, the odd game, but even from what I play, it ain't got anywhere near the amount of stuff it used to. Apparently, as well, there's talk of them bringing back community challenges, which, I mean, I'd love to see them come back, because it's one of them that it's like, they've been in the game since forever, I think. It's definitely one of them of seeing them going. You know, seeing them go was kind of a wake-up call of, damn, this game is actually dead, or, you know, dying. And I guess it was one of them. It was like, don't get me wrong, it's still, like, up there for, like, I will say one thing. All of the PvZ shooters definitely have something wrong with them. I won't defend any of them for being perfect games. Even Garden Warfare 1. And I pretty much grew up with that game. And I'll say it now, I won't defend it for being a perfect game, because it isn't. There are definitely the odd things that you can pick out as being imperfect. But it's like every game. You can pick out the odd thing for being imperfect in every game. No game is perfect. Everyone's gonna have an issue with a game. One person might have one issue, another might have a different issue. Sorry, I was trying to kill like the jankiest vibration in my controller. Then. But yeah. You want to be geezers. I won't defend Garden Warfare 1, 2, or Battle for Neighbourville for being perfect. I mean, if anything's to learn from the community, Battle for Neighbourville is anything but perfect. But I won't defend the games for being perfect, knowing that I've spent hundreds of hours in Garden Warfare 2 and 1, and quite a few hours in this game. It's one of them. I won't defend any of them for being perfect. Garden Warfare 2 I could quite easily pick out now quite a few things. You know, just don't feel right about the game, or kind of feel like they should be done in a different way. But everyone is going to have them odd things that they personally think can be done in a different way, and they'll feel a lot better if they were. What the hell's this cart? Die. Yeah, I won't defend it for being perfect. It has definitely got its odd few things that feel wrong. And, you know, it's same with Garden Warfare 1. You know, the power behind some characters is massively greater than others. Which is why, you know, some characters you almost never see online. And you do get your characters that you don't see online. You get it in Garden Warfare 2 and this game as well. Like, you rarely see Rose online until this update came out, then you see her everywhere. You see her in quite a few games. But that's one of the things with this game, though. It's like, they make a change, you are going to get your people that like and don't like the change. Like the nightcap change, I think quite a few people felt like that nightcap nerf was needed close to the game's release. And trust me, from being someone who started playing this game from the second week, I can tell you that nightcap nerf was definitely needed. It did get to a point where nightcap felt a bit too gimmicky. Damn it, I was not getting out of that. But yeah, like, when this game came out, it definitely got to the point where Nightcap felt way too gimmicky. She was way too gimmicky, and they solved that. They solved that simply by nerfing her quite a lot. Basically reworking the character, in a way. Which, yes, was needed, but to the extent that they did with some of the stuff, probably not. But, you know, people kind of sucked it up and went, yeah, this was needed. For quite a few of the changes. As it was needed. I don't think anyone defended. I mean, I can't recall seeing anyone defending the nightcap nerfs as being horrible. From what I can remember, pretty much everything I saw was people defending them for, or, you know, people saying, oh yeah, some of the greatest changes this game's ever had. You know, obviously back at the time. If you go to now, then obviously people will argue that the Super Brains nerf was a lot greater. Because in a way it was. Or, you know, people might even say that the All-Star hitting 8 and 9s instead of constant 10s and 11s. At least I think he hit 11s with crits. But, you know, that's the thing, like, the community, like, yes, whilst I go on Twitter every now and again and look at some of the stuff about this game, I think the one thing that kind of is upsetting is seeing, will you three clowns get the batteries in? I think the upsetting thing is definitely seeing that people go ahead and say, oh, fix one thing, break 10. Or fix one thing, break 30 or whatever. And yes, it is upsetting. Purely because I've said it on Twitter. There are some studios or some game, you know, there are some you know, companies that will make changes and not say anything. Like, oh yeah, this is what's happening, this is when, and all that. They're pretty clear with what's happening with this game and when it's happening and all that. I mean, take like the CTR wall patch, for example. They said nothing about, oh yeah, like they didn't even give us a hint that they fixed the walls in the game. Because before it was kind of a, you even scrape a wall, you've lost your blue flame. Now it's like, oh, you know, sorry, no, before it was more like, you scrape a wall, you've lost all your speed. Now it's more of a, if you have blue flame and scrape a wall, you've lost a few reserves, or something like that. They didn't say anything about the wall patches. Like, when the last patch for CTR came out. Which, you know, was kind of a surprise that they fixed the walls in the game. Some of them needed fixing for ages. Yes, I'm looking at you, Koala Carnival. You definitely needed fixing with your shortcut. Little circle thing that you can do. You can jump over the edge of one of the circles and skip like one or two of them. Yeah, they said nothing about that. Like, we had no idea. Hell, I had no idea. I read the patch notes. You know, until I saw it on Twitter that, you know, they fixed the walls, and then I actually witnessed it. They have, because I did like 7 laps on Koala Carnival in a ring rally, and I did the shortcut every time and didn't get stopped. If I was to do that before the wall patch, I probably would have lost my blue flame there like 4 or 5 times out of 7. So it's quite a fix. And they said nothing about that, which is kind of annoying, because it's like, out of nowhere, just kind of makes you feel like, yeah, they don't really care or something, or want to say about these little small changes. But trust me, the wall patch in CTR is not a small change. It's a pretty blooming welcome change, if anything, because A, it was needed, B, the game feels a lot better to play now, and C, I can't think of a third. But yeah, and then you get to this game and it's like the developers pan everything that's happening out in front of you, not like behind you or something. It's more like it's in front of you. You know, like they're pretty clear with times and all that. You know, they give you a date, they give you a time for a patch. Oh no, they give you a date and a time for when the servers are going to go down. They stick to them dates and times pretty regularly. In fact, I don't think, in the time of me playing Garden Warfare 2 and this game, that I've seen, you know, because I've been following them on Twitter just for the times and all that, for the patches. I don't think, you know, for one of the patches in the past, like, 8 months, I've seen them say, you know, one time and then go over without saying a thing. Which, you know, it's like, if they need extra time, then your nanny's crusty. Oh, I love online names at times. I appreciate I'm using a name bot here, but I'm not actually using a name bot before anyone says anything. This is like Rose when she's out of beta. Oh, why does Arcane Enigma take so long to refresh? But you know, it's like if they need extra time, they say, yeah, the server's going to be down for probably X amount of time. Some companies don't say anything like that. Some kind of just say that after the patch. But I get picked off from behind the rock. You know, it's like some companies will go out of their way to say the best end of nothing. Whereas the developers for this game kind of go out of their way to be as clear as daylight. Let's just not pick that fight. Oh, they made it so you can't actually respawn when you're in that. Thank you. But you know, it is kind of upsetting at times to see that. The people are just like that to the developers of this game. Especially with like how clear they are and everything. Because it's not like they hide anything. I know if they were hiding stuff, then maybe I could understand. Never. Did I just find the most powerful character in the game? Wait a minute. I'm pretty sure I just saw a 1, 2, 3 up on my screen. Fully charged shot. I'm pretty sure I saw a 123 up on my screen. Wow, he's corner camping me. Because you're original. Change up the grip. Don't ask me why, but for some reason, whenever I use a drone, I kind of change up the way that I'm holding the controller as well. It's really weird. It's just one of them things. Wow. He was hiding back there for most of that game, I'm pretty sure, trying to get me. Especially at the end bit. I hate some stuff like this 100 times. Eh? No, it's a video and I ain't opening it because it's a meme and I'll probably laugh at it. Yeah, it is 8:45. Also, try playing Mario Kart again today. No. Thank you. I cannot play Mario Kart now. I used to be able to hit like a 111, I think my best is on Big Blue, 200cc. I can't even get past the start now. Mario Kart just does not feel right anymore. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I changed to playing Crash. a bit more often. Or what, but... Right. Trying to think, like, what else is there really is kind of new? I might just end the stream in there. I mean, we haven't done a lot of the challenges still. We'll go and do turf, not turf, for garden ops. Try and get into a graveyard. Yeah, second thoughts. Graveyard ops it is. Lawsuit against the Switch monster. Oh, Game Vice. Pack it in. In a second attempt to prevent the sale of the Nintendo Switch, Game Vice is trying to take the Japanese company to court again. So they lost the first one. So they're trying a second one. Yeah, if you don't know about that, Game Boys basically want to try and sue Nintendo over the design of the... That does do damage! I never knew. Until today. But yeah, if you didn't know, there was a lawsuit a couple months ago where Game Boys just tried suing Nintendo because of, like, I think it was like copyright stuff or something. From, funny enough, their thing which resembles the Switch, but Nintendo ended up winning. Well, you know, basically not getting any charges because it was pretty evident that it was nothing to do. I know it was nothing that like what Game Voice was trying to point out in the form of its. I forget what they said it was originally. I think they said originally it was something like, or it's copyright stuff because you can attach it to the side of a console and play games. It's like, yeah, yours is for a phone, not a console. I mean, I guess I kind of get where they're coming from in the form of its controller, but if you go off of the factor of it's a controller, or you know, the Joy-Cons are an accessory, and quite frankly, the Switch isn't a mobile phone, which is what the Game Voice is made for. Not that I'm promoting this, if anything, do not go out and buy this thing. I think that they're a waste of time myself. So, you know, I have an Xbox and a PS4. I have 3 different controllers that, quite frankly, can have Bluetooth up to it. And anything that their thing will support, my phone will support with Bluetooth. It's pretty basic. I forget what was it for, the original one? It's really bugging me now. Is it saying it? Oh, infringement on 19 of its patents is what Game Vice tried suing Nintendo for. The patent trial and appealing board ruled in favour of Nintendo. In that case, a ruling which Game Vice is still appealing, but will now need to preside over a separate case with similar circumstances if successful. Game Vice could prevent sales of Nintendo Switch consoles in the US. Well, hate to break it to you, they're not exactly region locked, so people import them and then use them. Meaning, if anything, Nintendo will just make more because they'll sell them off more, Well, people just make more because imports and stuff. So, yeah. Not doing that. It's like Game Voice will not give in with the Switch. If anything, I feel sorry for Nintendo, because it's just a waste of time. It's like everything going on in the world at the minute, and you're having someone whinge over the fact that the Joy-Cons look somewhat similar to a clip for your phone, which they're not. I haven't used it, but from what I gather, it's one of these accessories you just clip onto the side of your phone and turn it into a tablet and turn it into a controller with a screen in the middle, which somehow resembles a Switch playing like that, which I mean, I guess it could, but I'd say Nintendo did it first, but they didn't. Nope. I don't even know I spawned it. I'm looking for a lobby with zombies, not plants. Actually, I might end the stream. I don't know. How long we been going? I think it's one of them with this game. I'm definitely more conscious of time in this game than I am in Garden Warfare. I know, in Ni no Kuni. It's like an hour. Never mind, scrap that. Yeah, because we went for like 2 hours and 56 minutes on Ni no Kuni today. Nearly a thousand. Oh. And people basically going in saying about how news that Boris Johnson's sitting up in bed is over the top of almost 1,000 people died in a day in hospital in the UK. Yeah. I mean, I guess you could say that's kind of important about Boris and all that, but it's like you put him being able to sit up in bed on top of 1,000 people have died in 24 hours. I know it's kind of nothing to go by at the minute. I mean, it is, obviously, but it's like putting that as the front cover over the fact that 1,000 people have died. You can definitely see where people are getting frustrated. It's like almost like, in fact, you know what? I think that figure as well, like just from the hospital, or hospitals around the UK as well. But I even think it's like including everyone. So it's probably over 1,000 that have died in the last 24 hours. And the BBC are out there going, "Oh, Boris sitting up in bed is better than, or is better news than thousands of people dying in hospital." It's like, it's not. If anything, it's worse news. They should be putting Boris below the fact that 1,000 people have died. I don't know, he is kind of like the Prime Minister and all that, but it's like, if you had the choice of like hearing about like 1,000 people or Boris, like if you had the choice of hearing about like 1,000 people dying or Boris, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would go common sense and go 1,000 people dying is more important news than Boris being able to sit up in bed. You know, just because he was taken to intensive care and all that, and they put that, or, you know, the factor that Boris can now sit up in bed over like 1,000 people dying in 24 hours. It is kind of upsetting. Like, easiest boss wave I think I've actually ever done. Did we only get one boss in that? Must have. But yeah. You can see it, yeah, it is. Why the hell, I'm changing this a bit because it does swear in it. It's a family-friendly channel. Why the heck are thick journalists asking about lifting restrictions? Nearly 1,000 people died today. Get a grip. Well, let's go to total lockdown. Yeah, pretty much. Can we stop idolatry, please? So yeah, that's it, 938 deaths, that's what it was. And people are now kind of blaming the guys that pretty much almost put us into lockdown, or probably were the reason they're in lockdown. You know, the guys that, you know, these like heavy restrictions were probably brought in because of the guys that kind of started it all. I don't want to say they started it all, but I mean, they kind of did. You know, saying, or, you know, basically being put in restriction, being told to stay home, and then being put in lockdown, being told to stay home, and then they just all go out the weekend. Or was it the other way around? It might have been the other out of the weekend. No, like they closed schools and everything, and then everyone's like, "Oh yeah, great." Easter holidays started early. Like, no, it hasn't. They shut schools and all that to stop the spread of it. So all it takes is for one person who doesn't show symptoms to get it. You know, the thing that shall not be named because YouTube doesn't like it being named. You know, that's all it takes. Like, the one thing, like the one person to get it, and for them not to show symptoms, and then, you know, just them to pass it on to someone who may be able to show symptoms. All it takes. That is all it takes. Sure, I haven't got a challenge pinned for the dead bird. I want to do parabol damage. It is upsetting. Oh. What gives off that boost? Is it... Don't tell me it's the lamp.
attempting to reach you.
Yeah, I think I'm needed. We'll end this game though.
An idiot is attempting to reach you on your cellular device.
Don't worry, it's my best mate. We've both got them type of ringtones for each other. It's nothing to worry about. We don't hate each other, it's just...
An idiot is attempting to reach you on your cellular device. An idiot is attempting to reach you on your cellular device.
Streaming, go away. Solid. Yes, that's genuinely just how we greet each other at times. Busy, go away. But usually he's got like headphones on. We're as bad as each other. Actually, let me put my headphones in so if he rings again, you guys don't hear it. And then I can kind of answer it. I take my headset off, but I can't. Should I ring it and see what he wants? Oh, you guys kind of can't hear him. I'll be careful because you're right next to my mic and I'm streaming. Oh. See, me and Jill ain't got any Wi-Fi right now. Oh, the 5G one, yeah. Yeah. Well, you got on yours. So I could privatise it, like my one, but I don't want it. Too much effort. Yeah, when you have like the sizable updates, just re-add it. Yeah. I like how I'm sat in the middle of the stream as well and you decide to call me. I'm still streaming, like I've still got my headset on and all that. Mic's still plugged in. I mean, I don't care. I just put my earphones in, because I know you'll probably end up swearing. And if there's one thing I can keep family friendly, yeah. Actually, I think you'll find, with the exception of the few games that have swearing in them anyway, it is. Unlike if I left the channel in your hands, it'd be nuked, full of basically everything I haven't done yet. Not like all my Facebook accounts. What for this time? One of my Reddit accounts got banned. Yeah. No, one of them. It's me, do you want to know? I know, can I go and finish my stream off? Yeah, sure. Oh no, hang on. Swear on if any of them teammates come and revive me now. He literally wanted to come to tell me that his new Xbox downloads are going at a fair good speed. That's all he wanted to call me to say. Yeah. Swear down, that's all he wanted. I'll be okay. Just away. Just a little. Be okay. Time last nights and so have I. Head up to the sky, 1 foot at a time. Not a little good time. Oh. Great. This thing. Oi, I remember ye from Garden Warfare 2 speedrunning. You were a pain up me booty. I remember you greatly. Wrong button. No. Such an individual. Oh no. It's just that one Garden Warfare 2 mission. Yeah. Survive Goat Purge. Not in the room. La 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 yeah, about that one, I'm out of there. I never just survived that. Torn in the queue. Your sorries and thank you. 100% in my room. Ba-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Ba-na-na-na-na. 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 Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-da. How come smell like go for damage? Oh. Done it. Memories. It's just bright blue sky. It takes me away to that special place. Cry. Oh, I don't want one of the far ones. No, I'm not having one of the far ones. Not having one of the far ones. Yes. Didn't get one of the far ones. Mine. I was about to say, like, another one? Surely not. Oh, Vanquish Heroes. Hey? Oh, did we all die? Oh, we all died. Yeah, about that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end the stream here. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Adios.